Hi there, everybody. I'm David Rahn, North American Sales Manager for Alcons Audio. Today we're going to take a quick tour of Levels Audio, their post-production facility here in Hollywood, California. They've recently undergone an expansion and added a major new studio to their mix. That would be mix number 9. That's a full Atmos mix-capable room, completely outfitted with Alcons Audio solutions. Levels Audio is a post-production facility here in Hollywood, California, owned by Brian Riordan. Brian's an Emmy and Grammy Award-winning engineer. He chose to use Alcons Audio systems for his 2 new Atmos mix environments. So we're going to interview him. We're going to talk a little bit about the space and the facility and why he chose to go with Alcons Audio solutions. So, hope you'll join us. Welcome to Levels Audio.
I started Levels in '99 as a single room facility in Hollywood, one-man band, no employees, me and my clients. And I had kind of gathered a group of clients freelancing around town, mostly in the commercial world, doing ads, spots, and also doing music performances for television. So a lot of award shows and things of that nature. Started the company then. Expanded once in that building in early 2000s, and then starting around 2003 we're so busy that I was turning away quite a bit of work and decided that I needed to set my sights a little higher on a bigger space, and then ultimately moved into this location. Yeah, our client base has grown and changed in a pretty fluid way over the last decade. Primarily, we were doing primetime network television and a lot of concert DVD, Blu-ray event type of stuff. And now with Netflix and Amazon Prime and Apple and all of the additional streaming giants, it's opened up our palette quite a bit, and they keep us very busy. During the design phase of building out this new space at 1026 Highland, I went through a pretty extensive search and interview process with all the main players in terms of acousticians and designers, and ultimately ended up being very confident that Peter and Non-Zero were the right fit. And that largely had to do with aesthetics. I found that a lot of the studio designers that were building all the best rooms didn't necessarily hold up visually. And I wanted to build out an environment, a real experience for clients. And I'm a big fan of architecture and design, and really wanted more of an artist who also understood the acoustic side of it. So when I built this building, we started construction, acquired the building in 2005, started construction. Design had already been going on for quite a while, and we opened in 2006. And we opened it with 5 audio mix stages, an ADR Foley stage, and a couple of audio edit bays. And then I had video edit bays, online and offline, as well as a graphics company as tenants. Since then, we've expanded multiple times within this building and now have 9 mixed dub stages, the ADR Foley stage, 6 audio edit bays, the machine room, and no tenants at all. We're occupying 100% of the space. Selecting speakers for this room particularly was a it was such an important element to this room to me, because I really wanted to get this one perfect. And I had heard of Alcons through just, maybe some magazines and trades. I had never heard an Alcon speaker, and I was talking to Peter about, hey man, I really need to get a bunch of different speaker vendors and reps in here so that I can start demoing stuff out. And he then said, I read the specs on this new speaker that it's new to me. And he said, the specs are incredible. I don't know if how they actually sound, but you should take a look at these. So at that point, he had set up a demo himself at another location and was very impressed, and then scheduled for us to get together and take a real listen here in Mix One, in my own environment. It had finally answered all of my prayers. I was hearing a speaker that had the clarity and top-end brilliance that I really was looking for, with the ribbon tweeter smoothness that my ears are very accustomed to, and had mid-range and bottom response that would really, really hold up in all the different mediums that I'm working in and required to work in.
What we have in here is screen channels comprised of our CRMS Mark II. So the left, center, right are handled by that system. It's a 15-inch woofer, 8-inch mid-range, and our 4-inch Pro ribbon driver. The surrounds in here are the CRMS Mark II surround package. You can probably see one of them in the background there, but that's a 4-inch Pro ribbon driver, 8-inch woofer, so it kind of mirrors the mid-high of what's behind the screens. So we've got 2 on each wall, and then 2 as well in the rear. And then we've also got 6 overheads for the capacity to do the Atmos mixes in here. They're using our CB362, which is a double 18 sub designed specifically for the cinema and post applications. All of this is driven by the Alcons Sentinel series amplifiers in a remote control room. So the room is really well done. The acoustics are phenomenal. The architecture is really beautiful. They're really proud of this space, and so are we. We're really happy to be a part of this project with them.
It's an interesting time in the business for sure, in terms of where we are right now and where we're headed. There's certainly a lot of new territory to cover right now. There's a lot of new roads being paved. No one has a full understanding of where things are headed, but we do know that Atmos is here and it's very prevalent. And now with, Avid and Pro Tools building in a lot of the I/O features and all of that within its own native software, which is a very new release. That, in addition to all of the streaming people jumping on board, and more of them mandating Atmos mixes, even on the non-scripted side, on the comedy side. Obviously, drama's been happening since the beginning. But I think Atmos is only going to continue to grow. I think right now there's still the percentage of home consumer viewers that are actually experiencing immersive television is so small, but it's the horse before the cart. If the people that are creating the content are creating it in this immersive environment, then eventually people at home are going to start, as pricing comes down and more options are available for consumers to be listening in Atmos, it's going to just become a more available and sort of primary way to look at it. I do think that we will end up, as Levels Audio will end up, probably, if I had a crystal ball, I would say within the next 2 years, we'll have 2 more Atmos rooms online. Yeah, we've been very lucky with getting some nice recognition over the years. Certainly very lucky. Worked on a lot of projects that we're very proud of. A lot of them have been in the music side of things. We started with American Idol in the very beginning, and that became a phenomena that we've never seen again in terms of television viewership in America. But since then we've done, we do American Idol, we do The Voice, we do a lot of the shiny floor shows, America's Got Talent, So You Think You Can Dance, a lot of these kind of shows that are shot on a stage with an audience. We come back, we clean it all up, we remix it all, post it, and out it goes. We also do a lot of concerts, Netflix and HBO. We've been doing them for many years. And some of those are migrating from 5.1 to Atmos now. Taylor Swift's Reputation for Netflix that dropped last year on New Year's Eve. That was the first Atmos music concert broadcasted ever, to my knowledge. That was a lot of fun to work on. The Dave Chappelle stand-up specials, we've done all of those for Netflix, and the last several have been in Atmos. We had a lot of fun with that because there were orchestra sort of skyboxes as well, so we could kind of let the audience build up as it got further in the back of the room. And we were fortunate enough to win a Grammy on that as Album of the Year, because Dave used that to, that audio that we mixed, the stereo mix of mine was created the album master. And got nominated again for the newest one, Sticks and Stones, so we're Grammy nominated for that one this year, so fingers crossed.
We're here at Levels Audio continuing our tour. This is mix room number 1. This is the second Atmos room that they've added to their facilities. Both Atmos rooms are fully equipped with Alcons Audio Solutions. This system also features a CRMS Mark II screen channel complement, so the left, center, and right are our CRMS Mark II speakers. These subwoofers in here as well, CB362 double 18 subwoofers. And for surrounds, we have the CRS8, which is a 8-inch woofer and 4-inch Pro Ribbon driver for both the sides and the rears. And then we also have 4 surrounds in the ceiling. Those would be CSS6s. So this is a 9.1.4 room, whereas the other mix number 9 is a 9.1.6. Again, this one was just recently added primarily due to the demand for more Atmos mix capabilities, which is continuing to grow. Looks like Levels Audio is going to add a couple more Atmos rooms here as well. So this is just a quick peek at mix room number 1.
In summary, I couldn't be happier with the relationship that we have with Alcons Audio. I think that it was certainly a risk that I took that has paid off in spades. Everyone who comes through here that listens to these systems are blown away. And that's everyone from the music side, and that's hip hop, that's orchestral, that's, I mean, all across the board, and all the film and broadcast people as well. And in terms of myself, who mixes in here most often, but also the rest of my mixing team, it makes it a whole new level of fun to mix in here, because the lack of fatigue is really incredible. I mean, I can listen at a deafening level in here, not that I do often, but it is just remarkable how pleasant and easy it is on the human ear.